Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Pirates will put toe to leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good game.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Pirates offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Makes the grab. It's Addison. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the Heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got it behind the line. It's Hart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got a chance. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Abraham. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
They're setting up the screen. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grab. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Hart. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The RPO, it's complete. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Seaton. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Rides the back on the option to give. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Pirates will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Burr. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Hauls it in.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west, because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass, and running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He's got him in the flat. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
He'll pull it down, picks up the first down, and gets down to avoid contact.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Bulldog! Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill-spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They want to run it left here. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a gap. It's hard. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Seton. And they swarm him under.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend. That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. And the Pirates will line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Abraham. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Got a man. It's Seton. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll send the back in motion. He's in open space downfield. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
QB got it himself. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now this defense has no answer for him.
And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Quick completion on the out route. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him, he'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Abraham. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Spins away from the defense. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll do it himself. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense got it. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Pirates line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the catch. It's Marco. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Handoff to the single running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he's got it inside the 35. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Pirates. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for room. It's Spur. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To the air on first down. He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Working on the right. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's West. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? And the Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Tries to get it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to get it.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll try the right side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
To the ground with the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Looking for a crease. It's Burr. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Give to the back. Fights off a defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grab near the marker. It's Seaton. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard